Let me de-influence you as a 29-year-old second baby mama. And I really hate to say this. If you decide to have your baby daddy's second, third, fourth, or fifth child, whatever number you are, typically that child will receive different treatment than the first, unless you're having a child that is of the opposite gender of his first child. Now, I'm not saying your baby daddy is not going to love your child or children that you give him after his first, but the treatment is going to be drastically different, especially when it comes to the pregnancy. If this is your first time being pregnant, I do not recommend getting pregnant by someone who's already experienced birth and life and all that good stuff prior to you, because especially if they are a narcissist, they are not going to want to celebrate your intricacies and the little things about being pregnant and the first time mom. You're just not going to get that same energy. I'm sure the first baby mamas are heading quickly to the chat to say, well, girl, and his first, he loves me. We're not doing that, okay? But girl, do not let the first baby mamas jump you, okay? Because Claudius is kept, he did not treat her any better as a woman. We're only talking about the experience that he feels when you see the child for the first time coming out the womb, just that woo and ah of being a father. You may not get that same sense of fatherhood from him if you have a child that's of the same gender of his first child. I have learned having a child with a man who's already experienced fatherhood, especially if they have a child that's quite older, anywhere between 5 to 10 years older than your child that you're bringing into this world, it's just not going to hit the same. It's just not. That's just from my experience, girls. I'm just trying to help the girls out here. So once again, as always, I 9 out of 10 do not recommend being a second baby mom.
How about not being a first baby mama?
Right.
Like sis is setting her. That didn't even sound right.
Bars in hell.
Why are you even looking to be a baby mama at all, let alone a second, third, fourth, or fifth? That's a red flag to me. Number one, if you've got one kid and you get, or a baby mama, not an ex-wife or but a baby mama, and then that whole thing just sounded
she's already down in there. Like she's not uplifted. She's already down.
I guess if you want to give her some grace, if you want to give her some grace, right? I guess the advice is right, but don't be a baby mama number one. But I guess also don't be baby mama number two. Like what she was saying is right. Like don't have a child with somebody who already has a child with somebody else.
Yeah, because they're
not going to really experience it the same way as you, because it's your first time
Makes
versus
sense.
their second time. You know, this is their second time going through it. This is your first time, so the experiences won't be the same. It just won't be the same.
This really
So
comes
I
to
guess
just
the
simply just
advice
being
is right.
intentional. It's all about
Yeah.
being intentional. I mean, women should be more intentional. If they want to be in a relationship, they want to have kids, if they're not having kids, to be intentional on who you want, what you're trying to achieve out of life. Now, okay, I think unfortunately, women becoming second baby mamas just means that you're choosing that man, in most cases, not all cases, but in most cases, you're choosing that man based off of superficial qualities. Superficial qualities, oh, he's cute, or he looks good, or he has this, or we've had sex multiple times, or whatever the hell, money.
Big
It's
cop.
superficial. It's superficial. And unfortunately, now, because you chose off of superficial reasons, and that relationship did not manifest into marriage or commitment, so on and so forth, now you become the second baby mama. But it started with how you chose that man in the beginning. Now, I'm not saying that man is bad because he has children. It's just women aren't moving with intention. They're not moving with intention at all.
I think that she can. What was he saying about loving?
Well,
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Men aren't either if they're having babies by women that they're not married to. The men, men are still impregnating the woman.
Wait a minute, Mimi, they gonna jump you, girl, because they gonna say she could.
They can jump me if they want to. I'm staying 10 toes down on what I'm saying. I don't care what these people say. It's the truth.
You big enough to handle them.
I sure am. And
Yo,
big enough
Q,
to handle
who was
you.
that? Oh, Q done kicked somebody out the bedroom. Nigga came in there swinging like a Jamaican.
Oh my God!
No, but
I thought you had a snake.
To Mimi's point, I mean, like Dalen, I'm not gonna jump you, like Dalen said, but they did sleep. They did choose to sleep with a man that got multiple kids, or other baby mamas. They still made that choice to lay down in that bed. So like.
I'm saying that she became a baby mama to begin with, the number one baby mama, and the man slept with her and got her pregnant, didn't choose to wear condoms or anything, knowing that he wasn't married to her. So I was speaking more on the sense of both of them became baby mama and baby father first time, just by having sex with each other, they weren't married. So, that was a choice that a man made as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Not moving with intention. Not moving with
so
intention.
neither one of them was moving with intention
Right.
in
I
to
agree with
become
that.
a baby
I agree.
father and a baby mother.
She
So
was saying,
Facts, big
simply
facts.
saying that try not to have, what she was saying. So, because that person is not going to feel the same, which could be true, but that's all up to her. If she's with somebody that has kids, then that's going to happen.
I think that's all nuance, because it's irrelevant on how you're going to be treated. Like Ming was saying, the biggest problem is that you're choosing to become a second baby mama. How that all results, how that all transpires after the fact is irrelevant. How you going to be treated if you choose to become second baby mama? You're not going to be treated as well as the first baby mama, whatever the hell. That's like stupid.
She was talking about the kids.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, still.
Her relationship. She said the kids. She said they're not going to feel the same experience as that's my kid because he already got some. But
I don't think that's accurate either. I mean, just because people have multiple children by the same woman, it doesn't mean that you don't have the same experience with every child when they're born. I think that's her issue. I don't think that that's true in general.
Of DNA, I think it's too much.
Too much. Anton living somewhere with exposed pipes. He got some money. You see exposed pipes and shit.
I don't think she should have been given advice. That's nothing to advise on. I mean,
and nobody should take her advice either. I'm not taking advice from nobody's baby mama.
Let me ask y'all a different question related to it. Let's not say baby mama, right? We can label it however we want to label it. Let's say a guy already had a child and then he gets married or he get into another relationship and he loved a woman and all of that. Should the woman have a child with this guy?
No.
He wants to. If he wants to have a child.
Yes. No.
You agree to marry him, you get that husband what he wants. Because I tell you right now, my man proposed to me, he wants 10 kids.
Wait, say it again. Say it again, Tom. Let me listen to you.
Yeah, I need to repeat that question.
That's what you say. If he gets married,
no, I want to hear Anton say it. I don't want to hear you say it. I want to hear Anton say it.
Hold on, Anton. You saying that if this man he already got kids, but then chooses to marry another woman, and the decision is whether for her to have a kid by him or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's say he got a kid. Whether it be a previous kid from a previous relationship.
Did she got kids?
I don't know. Let's say she don't.
It would be her first child.
Let's say he got a kid. Let's say a kid, right? He has a kid, and it's from a previous relationship or a previous marriage. Should the woman have his child? And if she has his child, will he be there? Like, will he treat the child better?
Absolutely.
Worse or equal to the child that he had previously?
I think he'll treat his better.
I don't think so.
That's circumstantial. This depends on the situation.
Yeah. And he chose to ask that woman to marry him. So it's not too far-fetched to say that he would assume to have more children. And now you would have more children with this wife. Because now I'm going to throw some context in there and say the previous wife died in a horrible fire.
Wait, he was married before? I thought he just had a kid.
Has nothing to do with me.
He changed it up. He said it could be like he could have been
Is
married.
it possible? Here's my question: is it possible for the guy, or is it likely for the guy to treat the kid
absolutely
good, better, or equal to the previous kid that he has?
Well, yeah, depends on the prior relationship.
Yeah, but your kid
it's on a relationship.
Anton,
it's on a prior relationship. Like Mike said, it's on a prior relationship.
No, your kid is gonna tell you that, Anton. He's gonna say, "Yo, I'm your son." They not, you know, he gonna do that to you as he get older. Like when he get 9, he's like, "Why you get? I get the best shit."
I think what Mike said though, it's gonna depend on the prior relationship. If the woman that he was with before they have a terrible relationship, he naturally going to treat the kid he has with his wife way better if they're in a loving relationship.
I think subconsciously. I think
that's what you would do. That don't mean that's not.
It doesn't mean that this. I don't think this is the rule of thumb. It's just subconsciously. If you had a bad relationship, you had a child in a bad relationship. Now you jump into another relationship. You think you might I think the man might, in some cases, might subconsciously show more love and treatment towards the new child in a new relationship, even potentially in that marriage, subconsciously.
That's
because you associate all the
Because
baby
they're in the
mama
same
drama to the
household.
previous one.
That applies to stepchildren. That apply. I think
And they're in the same household.
applies to stepchildren that are being brought in by another woman.
It depends on the relationship, Dalen.
That's
It depends on the relationship. Regardless if it was a relationship and you weren't married or you were married, depending on how that relationship ended, that could subconsciously cause him
You got
to
kids,
then
Mike?
negative. Huh?
You got kids?
Yes, I have
You
two
ain't got to
daughters.
answer that.
I don't care. I got two daughters.
But
You got two daughters?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think Mike is
got two goats
of a negative relationship. I'm speaking from a widower. And Titus, what were you speaking of a position
That's
of?
not the question that I posed.
I know, but that's the only way Mike is answering your question in the manner only he can.
She made it into her question.
Relationship. I'm not thinking
I
about
didn't say nothing about a widower. I said
I agree with Mike.
if he had a kid in a previous relationship and he gets into a new one or he get remarried or whatever, will he treat the kid? Is it a possibility that he's gonna treat the kid equal or better?
Absolutely.
Than he treated the first.
So you don't care about if the wife should have the kid or not? You don't care about that part of the question no more?
What do you mean if the wife should have a kid or not?
Because you said, because I thought you was asking if he chooses to marry another woman, should she have his kid? Should she have a kid with him?
But it's all based off of the whole premise of, do you think that he will treat the kid if they had one? Because she has to make a decision if she want to have a kid with him, right?
Right. So I was just asking, is that part still part of the question?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, 100%. Because the reason why it matters from that part matters is because you have to speak on it from a woman's perspective.
Okay.
Right? I'm posing a question from a man's perspective, but I would think that the women look at it differently, similar to the way that you framing it, because they would have to be the one that say, yeah, I want to either rock with you or I don't want to rock with you, or I want to have a kid with you or I don't want to have a kid with you.
I think people should. I think people should marry or date equally. I don't date men with kids. Period. Because I don't do well with oh, you can't come this weekend because you with your baby mama. I don't feel, because I don't have kids, so I don't feel like I don't have to do it. So I'm
That's
not
called
doing it
moving
either.
with intention.
So I just feel like it's started. Let me talk, Shampoo. Damn.
Be so picky.
Damn, you talk so damn much.
Man,
you don't have to always let people
you
talk.
never talk, huh?
Let me finish my thought. You just interrupt every time. Stop being feminine. That's a very feminine trait.
Feminine. Ain't nothing feminine about me.
You right. The way you're acting right now is very feminine. Okay, can I please finish what I was saying?
Y'all do one mic, please.
Georgia Wheezy.
Let me finish. Damn. I don't feel like
That's what
I should have.
say. Let me finish. Yeah, I can get the hell up out of here. Let me finish on your face.
Okay, Daniel.
Look at that. Shampoo hilarious.
I want to hear it, Mimi. I want to hear what you got to say, girl.
Won't you just come on here?
Mimi, you know what, Mimi, though? Mimi, you know I love you and I rock with you. I don't believe, baby girl.
You don't believe me? That I don't date men with kids?
You need more people.
I think you'll go for the right one.
If it was a man with a child, would I go for the right one?
Yeah, I think that you'll make an exception for the right one.
I never said I wouldn't make an exception for the right one. I said I don't go for men with kids.
No, I feel you. I
don't look for that. Like I'm not like
feel you. I
try
believe
to
you
avoid
on
it.
that front. I just think that you would make
accept it.
So like I'll tell you why I say that. See, I would never make an exception, and I think it's different for guys than it is for girls. But let's just say hypothetically, I was in that position. I would never make an exception for a woman. I don't give a fuck what she do. I don't care how bad she is.
How much you love her? What if you loved her?
I would never get there.
No amount of love in the world.
I would never get there. I would never put myself in a position. Well, let me rephrase that. If she had a grown kid that ain't around,
see, you got okay.
Because I think that one day I'm gonna be 60. You know what I'm saying? One day I'm gonna be whatever, 55, 60, and I think that the circumstances would change. Like, but in a general sense, I would never ever, under any circumstance, consider ever marrying a woman that has a child that is in school, grade age, that live with her under no circumstance.
But let me tell you something. I'm 60.
On the flip side, Shampoo, on the flip side, I think that a woman is gonna go for the right guy.
But that means Mimi would have to make herself available for a man that already has children.
You would definitely go. You would definitely go.
Would you do that, Mimi? Like if he had all of the qualities.
Let's define what is the right man. Like what?
The man that takes your quality.
That's your definition of the right man, and
if
he
you have
happens
to
to have a
ask
kid.
that question, you going.
I'm not saying
you
I never said,
go.
but I never said I wouldn't. What I said was I don't date men with kids because I'm not trying to get myself
That
involved
contradicts
in that type of drama. It's drama for me. To me, it's drama.
That's
It's
contradiction.
unnecessary drama for me. I don't want and I don't want to share my I don't want to share my children with somebody else's, or another woman and having to deal with all this. It's just too much. I've seen it. I've been through it. I don't want to deal with it. I just personally don't want to deal with it. So
I don't think we discount that.
Before.
I don't think that's being discounted. I think the matter is that, okay, you don't go for men that have children, but however,
I think that
the right
way
one
to
that comes
frame it is that
along.
she don't have a preference for guys that have kids.
I don't have a
Granted,
preference. That's what I mean. I don't
Okay, so that makes sense.
Say that.
So that's a better statement, because if that right one came along,
and the right one is all of them.
Yeah, she's just saying it's not a
no.
deal breaker. She's just saying it's not a deal
right
breaker, but for most guys, it's a deal breaker.
Right man.
No, I understand what she's saying. I mean, generally it makes sense. I just think that women are more likely to make exceptions for men than men are to make exceptions for women.
It's a lot of men out here dating women with
I
kids.
didn't say. I agree with you. I think it's a lot of guys that's going. It's less and less every day as they educate themselves. But it's just more likely for a woman not to trip over a dude having kids.
They can't what, Titan?
Well, I'm not one of
No, I
those.
said if they have less available, if they have less options available, they're gonna go for what they can get.